Hello class, Dr. Barnes here. So let's take a look at this particular question that we have here. Okay, so here we are supposed to determine the x of n. Okay, we are supposed to determine the x of n for this particular z transform that we have here. So we must use the inverse z transform, okay, to determine the x of n from the x of what? Z. This is the x of z. Okay, this is the x of z, and we must determine the x of n using what? Inverse Fourier transform what? Approach. All right. So we shall look into this particular question and see what we can do about it. Okay. So let's get into this one. All right. So here we must first convert it into the standard form. So in the standard form, I'll divide it by the highest power, which is what? Z exponent what? 2. So if I do that, then I'm going to have x of what? Z to be equals to z. If I divide here by z exponent 2, I'll get z exponent minus what? 1. Okay. Over what? Here, I'll get what? 2 minus what? 3z exponent minus 1. And here I'll get what? Plus z exponent minus what? 2. So this is what I am going to get. Now I can use the long division method to determine the x of n. But in this question, you have to take a look at this. Okay, z mod z is greater than what? 1. If it is mod z is greater than 1, that means that mod z is at the right hand side of the x-axis. It's at the positive side of the what? X-axis. It's at the positive side. It's at the positive side of the x-axis. So that means that z is what? Positive. If z is positive, then it means that it is what? Right-sided what? Sequence. Or it's what? It's a causal sequence. Okay. So here, mod z is greater than what? 1. Okay. So this is a right-sided, okay, or causal sequence. Okay, so it's a causal what? Sequence. Okay, if it's a causal sequence, you should know how you go about what? Your long division. Okay, in that case, in my long division, here, I'll have here, and then I'll have here. This place, what will I write here? This place, I'll write z exponent minus 1. And then here, I'll begin here with the highest, here, what I'll do is that I'll begin here with the highest power, okay, with the highest power of what? Z. And what is that highest power of Z? Okay, so here I have Z exponent minus 2, Z exponent minus 1, Z exponent what? 0. 0 is greater than what? Minus 1 is greater than what? Minus 2. Okay, so that means that the highest power of Z here is 2. So I'll begin here with what? 2 minus 3 exponent minus what? Z. Okay, plus Z exponent minus what? 2. You should note the difference if it were what? Left-sided sequence, or if it were what? Anticausal sequence. I would have started with what? Z exponent minus 2, Z exponent minus 1, then what? 2. But it's the opposite whenever it is what? Z. Okay, here also, because I have only this one, that's why I've written it this way. Okay, if I had a different thing, I would have done it in a similar way. I would have begun with the what? With the highest power. Okay, to the lowest one, if it is what? Right-sided. But if it is what? Left-sided or anticausal, I'll begin with the what? Lowest power to the what? Highest power. Okay, so now let's go with our division. Okay, so now in this division, what you should actually know is that we are supposed to find a number, okay, a number such that if we multiply by this, we will get this. Or if this one divides this, what do we get? Okay, simply that is what it means. Okay, so now here you can have z exponent minus 1 over what? 2. What are you going to what? Actually have? Basically, you are going to have what? You're going to have 1 over what? Z, because this one is what? This one is 1 over Z. Okay, 1 over Z. Okay, times here you're going to have divided by what? 2. So times 1 over what? 2, which is equals to what? What are we going to have? We're going to have 1 over what? 2z. 1 over what? 2z. Okay. So now here I'll write 1 over what? 2z. Okay. 1 over 2z. Okay. Okay. Or you can say that 1 over 2 into z exponent what? Minus 1. Okay. You can also say that. Okay. So now here, if I think it's better for me to write it that way. Okay. For me to write it this way. Okay. Exponent minus what? 1. It's better for me to write it this way. Okay. So now if I multiply this by this, what do I get? Half times 2 is 1. Okay. Then z exponent minus 1 times 2, it will what? Z exponent minus 1. Then this one times this, what do I get? I'm going to get what? 3 over 2 into, but z exponent minus 1 and then z exponent minus 1, what will I get? I'll get what? Z exponent minus what? 2. Okay, that's what I'm going to get. I'll get z exponent minus 2. So, but it's going to be what? Negative. Okay, it's going to be negative. So, because of this negative, so I'll get what? Minus 3 over what? 2 into z exponent minus what? 2. Then this time, this, what will I get? I'll get what? Z 1 over 2. Yeah, or 1 over 2 into z exponent minus what? 3. Plus. Okay, because here is plus. Here is plus. So, 1 over 2 into z exponent minus what? 3. Okay, so that is what I'm going to get. Then I'll do my subtraction. Here will be 0. So here it will be what? 0 minus minus 2 over 3. It will be what? Positive 2. 0 minus minus what? 3 over 2. It will be positive what? 3 over what? 2 into z exponent minus what? 2. Alright, so now here it will be what? Negative. Negative 1 over 2 into z exponent minus what? 3. So that's what I'm going to have. Okay, so now if I have this one, what I'm going to do now is this one divided by this one. What will I get? Or this one goes into this one how many times? Okay, so that one I can know it by what? It's going to be what? It's going to be 3 over 2 divided by what? 2. Or 3 over 2 times 1 over what? 2. What am I going to get? I'm going to get what? 3 over 4. Okay, I'm going to get 3 over 4. So here it's going to be positive. So plus what? 3 over what? 4. And then exponent what? Minus 2. Exponent what? Minus 2. Okay, then if I multiply through this one times 1, so now here I'm going to have what? 3 over 2 times what? 2. I'll get what? 3 over 4. 3 over 4 times 2. Okay, I'll get what? 3 over what? 2. Exponent what? Minus what? 2. Then here, what will I get? Okay, so here, this one times this one. Okay, I'll get negative what? 9 over what? 4 into exponent what? Minus what? 3. Okay, and then I'm going to get what? Plus what? 3 over what? 4 into z exponent minus what? 4. Okay, okay. So that is what I'm going to get. Now I'll do my subtraction. If I do my subtraction, what will I get? I'll get what? 7 over what? 4 into z exponent minus 3. Okay, plus. Okay, plus. No, here is 0. So if you subtract, you get what? Negative. You get negative. Negative what? 3 over 4 into what? Z exponent what? Minus 4. Okay, so that is what I'm going to what? Get. Okay, that's what I'm going to get. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so that's what I'm going to get. So now if I have this one, then this one goes into this one how many times? It will go into this one what? 7 over 8. Okay, it's going to be 7 over 8. So I'm going to write here plus 7 over what? 8 into z exponent minus 3. Z exponent minus what? 3. Okay, so now if you multiply, what will you get? You get what? 7 over 4 here, because 7 over 8 times 2. Okay, 7 over 8 times 2, you get what? 7 over 4. okay, into z exponent here is minus 3. Okay, z exponent minus what? 3. Then you multiply it with this one. What will you get? Okay, so here you're going to get what? 20. You get 21 over what? 8. Okay, minus 21 over what? 8. Okay, that is what you're supposed to get. So you get what? Minus 21 over what? 8 into z exponent minus what? Minus 4. Then this one times this, what do you get? You get plus what? 7 over what? 8 into z exponent minus what? 5. Okay, 7 over 8. So now when you subtract, what will you get here? Okay, here, if you subtract, you get what? 15 over what? 8 into z exponent minus 4. Okay, plus 7 here, you get negative. Okay, you're going to get what? Negative 7 over what? 8 into z, place here is z exponent minus 5 into z exponent minus what? 5. So this one will go here. It will go here. Plus what? Plus 15. Okay, you get what? No, this one goes here. What? 15 over what? 16. Okay, 15 over what? 16. All right, into z exponent minus what? 4. Okay, so basically this is what you get. Okay, so what are you going to get? You're going to get x. You're going to get x of what? Z to be equals to what? To be equals to 1. To be here is z, x of z is equals to what? Is equals to 1 over 2. 1 over 2 z exponent minus 1. Okay, plus 3 over what? 4 into z exponent minus 2. Plus 7 over what? 8 into z exponent minus 3. Plus 15 over what? 16 into z exponent minus 4, plus it continues to what? Infinity. Okay, so it will continue to infinity. Alright, so now what is the x of n in this particular case? So the x of n here is going to be this particular series that we're going to have. We're going to have 1 over 2. Okay, it's going to begin with what? 0. Then 1 over what? 2. Then what? 3 over what? 4. Then what? 7 over what? 8. Then what? 15 over what? 16. Okay, then it continues to what? Infinity. So that is how you can solve this question. Thank you so much and see you in the next class. Okay, so basically this is how we solve it. Okay, this is how we solve it. Okay, so you can see, you can find this particular answer here. Okay, and then you can see what we also have what over here. Thank you so much and see you in the next class.